And here's the thing, you're the police and you can seize them, but it's not going to be that easy. Here's the thing, it's gonna cost you $500 per box. You're interested in some of the valuables inside of them. Let me know. I can get them sorted out for you, and you can be on your way.
Can I get the truck too?
Sure. That's gonna cost you.
Okay. I do need to see your ID regardless, but I'll give you the money for him.
All right.
What's your phone number? I'll go and Venmo you right now.
All right. Phone number is 415 956 1571.
Awesome. Bear with me. What did you say they were?
It's gonna be $5,000.
5,000.
Yeah.
You said 500 per. I just did the math.
500 per.
4,000.
Right, but the truck included is gonna be another 1,000.
Okay.
I got the rental papers for you.
I'll do 4,000 and I'll give you 1,000 cash. How about that?
All right, that can work.
Okay. What did you say was in these packages?
There's labels on them. Hentai movies, e-cigarettes, hookahs, straws, needles, surgical masks, dildos, to please your needs and whatnot.
There we go. There's 4,000.
Oh, awesome. Sweet.
That was easy. Well, hold on just a second. Can I get your ID?
Oh, yeah, of course. Well, why do you need that exactly?
Because I know who I just sent the money to.
Right. My ID.
Is it you?
Yeah, it's me.
You're such a...
I got a little makeover. I'm starting to do you see this cat eye makeup, all black, kind of gothy,
Okay.
Right.
Okay. Miss Adler, let me give you your $1,000.
Awesome.
I appreciate business.
Yeah, appreciate doing business with you. I'll head out of here.
All right, no problem. Thank you so much.
Of course.
You take care, right?
Yeah, you too. Enjoy those packages.
Thank you. I will.
Is that the wrong rental papers? 1 second.
They are.
There you go.
Oh, thank you. Let me grab these. I'll replace these with the other ones. Here you go.
Of course, thank you.
All right. Miss Adler, you take care.
There you go. No problem. You too.
Carla.
Copy that. Holding left, taking the opposing lanes on ramp to Popular and Howick. Flowing northbound Elgin Avenue. Left westbound Spanish. Left southbound Meteor. Flowing right westbound Howick Avenue, passing the Pink Cage. Right northbound Power Street, approaching Spanish. And crossing, continuing northbound to Vinewood Boulevard.
I don't know what to think about what just happened. I'm trying to decide what just happened. We need to make a report about it, but I'm trying to decide what just happened. Let's get all of our evidence. Um, You know, I don't know how to feel about this. All right, you guys ready for a quick report? Laura, thank you so much for the raid. I appreciate it. How was your stream? Welcome, everyone. I'm Chris. I play Flop. What's going on? How art thou? Um, all right. All right. F2 Gong was coming to MRPD to grab a motorcycle to transition to motor. Laurel? Thank you for the raid again. It's scuffed to my end. Oh, it's all good, Floral. How was your stream? I hope it was amazing. How are you? F2 Gone was coming to MRP to grab a motorcycle transition to motor when he was called out by a female wearing a black skull mask. Dugong approached. The female stated that she had some stuff she wanted to sell out of the back of her truck for $500 a box. Who's here? Oh. Sorry, I haven't been around in a while. Hope you're doing well. I'm doing fantastic, Floral. I do hope your stream was amazing. I'm glad to see you here. Hope your night's going well. Happy 4th if you celebrate. Let's see. Let's finish this. This is an interesting one. Purchase the boxes and the truck as a means to get it off the streets. When Dugong questioned the suspect's identity, Jesse Adler took off her mask, showed her ID, and proceeded to accept a transaction also in her name. As a means to further ID the suspect. Dugong brought the truck into MRPD to document the evidence and put it in the evidence locker. So interesting. I don't even know what to think about this. All I know is that we have 60 days from today. Photo of truck 86434 86434. Go here. Do that. All right. This is so interesting. I don't even know what to think of this. You missed.
I know. Can I patrol with you?
I just got on motor and I didn't even get to leave the PD before this happened. Look at the back of this thing. Just look at the back. This person came up and said, "Hey, I got some packages I want to sell to you."
What the fuck?
So I bought them for 500 a box because I figured it was easier. She then gave me her ID, took off her mask, and when I transferred the money, it was also Jesse Adler. So this person had 3 forms of ID that allowed me to ID her, and here I am. I don't even know what to think about this. This was such a
Great time?
this was I don't even know.
You should rate her.
Well, that's what I'm thinking. But the beauty is that there is a lot here, which is good to build a case.
It must not be hers. Why would she do that?
I don't know, but I bought them with my own money because I don't care to give her the money. Oh yeah.
You bought drugs?
I mean, they're going into evidence. I'm documenting it. Regardless, I can arrest her at any point now in the next 60 days for having possession.
True.
But yeah, I literally just got on motor and we've been needing motor today. So I was trying to get on motor to get out and now I'm doing this report.
Okay. Well,
I'm sorry.
it's okay.
It's not personal.
I'm not gonna ask people anymore.
No, wait, why? You should ask people.
No, because I just had Flop and Malarkey, and we drove to prison and back, and then they both
You had Flop and Malarkey?
our Tips and Malarkey, and then they both just went to sleep without even saying anything to me.
I'm shocked Tips is going to sleep this early. He never goes to sleep this early.
He's off duty.
What the fuck?
He's gone, and they didn't say anything, so.
Interesting. Okay. Well, I'm
gonna have to arrest you for buying drugs.
I mean, listen, this isn't a purchase of drugs. I'm gonna end up seizing the cash from her anyway.
True.
But this is interesting. I want to know what else she's got going on though. This is an intriguing one. I feel like there's something more here that she would just do this.
Yeah, it seems really weird.
That's what I'm saying.
Are you sure it was her?
Oh yeah. She showed me her ID. She took off her mask. The photo of her MDW matched the photo of her face. She has sale of drugs already on her record.
That's really weird.
It's a weird. I don't even know what to really think of this, to be honest. I'm trying to throw some of these in evidence real quick. I'm
Okay.
just baffled. I don't know.
Yeah, that's really. Do you need help carrying it?
There is actually one in there if you want to grab it. All right.
Time will tell them, 'cause I know I'll prove 'em wrong. I was made to be a legend for the kingdom, for the...
We have 9 people on duty. We should not be riding doubling up right now. This is crazy. Ugh. You got blood on the box?
Yeah.
Oh god, that might be PC.
Oh. It's just my blood.
That's not a good thing.
I'm sorry.
Are you bleeding? Do you need medical?
Oh, it's okay. It doesn't matter. What's the case for it? The report?
The rental papers, I quote unquote bought the truck too, so I...
No, the report for where evidence offer to stick it in.
86434.
There you go. No, that's okay. I'll just like pour some hot wax on it and it will seal it all up.
Okay. I'm so confused as to what to think. Holy shit, Jesse. HBCU apprehension. 5 times attempted murder. Interesting. Okay. We're gonna talk to Lucy about this, actually. Chat, does anyone know Lucy's Discord? I can probably find it. Hold on. I got it. Scorch, have a good night. Appreciate ya. You take care, all right? Let's see. Dude, I'm a fucking email Andy these days. I don't know. I feel like every time I send an email, it's just everything's an email right now. There's 8 of us on duty. Holy shit.
That's
okay. Hey chat, how we doing? Sorry that most of the day today has just been me sending emails to people. This is fucking crazy. Another busy day though. So weird. I'm like confused as to what just happened.
Dispatch 202, motor vehicle was impounded. Motorcycles fueled up, back in service.
Copy that. Dispatch 220, show me transitioning motor 10-8.
Oh, Flop, guess who impounded the boost car for us?
Who?
Happy Rascal.
No kidding. Really?
Yep.
Good
He
for
showed up,
him.
did a good job. I gave him a tip, and he said, "Hey, give me a call if you need anything else impounded." And I'm happy to help. He's got a buddy in the car with truck with him to help out.
So interesting. Hey, firm. Hey, quick unrelated question for anyone in general. Anyone ever dealt with Jessie Adler before?
Oh, plenty of times, yeah.
She just sold me, and I bought from her on purpose because she willingly gave it up, a trunk full of suspicious packages. Then she walked away. I have grounds to raid at this point whenever the hell I want, but has anyone ever just walked up and gave you packages, suspicious packages?
No.
Did you buy them from her?
Oh
You
yeah.
just handed them to.
Does it mean we? Well,
I took them from her. I sent her
That-
money.
That's just DT.
That's what I'm saying. It's interesting.
So just hit her with DT. Because she once tried to stab me over an illegally parked bike.
This. Hey, firm. Dawson, give me a call.
Well, I'm very serious about parking too, so I'm not going to dive too deep into that one.
Parking is serious business.
Listen, you go light on parking, then they start running with it, then suddenly they're committing murders.
Hey.
I mean, someone does have a point. I mean, what? Hey, Flo.
So,
Dispatch 365.
does it not seem a little
Good night.
interesting
Stay
to
safe out
you
there, buddy.
that she willingly gave them up? At the
It's
PD with a truck.
definitely...
This is not like like, hey, I caught you with suspicious packages. I'm gonna arrest you now. She was aware of what they were and was giving them to police. She showed me her ID. She showed me her face. And then I sent her the money because I get record 2 of her ID when I do that. So I have 3 counts to prove her identity for grounds for a raid. But does it not seem fucking weird that she would just show up with a truck and give it over to police?
To be honest, I don't know her that well. All I know about her is she is very literally batshit fucking crazy.
Gotcha. I want to talk to...
So I wouldn't put that type of thing past her.
Okay. I haven't had a lot of run-ins with Miss Adler. I'm going to talk to someone from MCU later about it, because I might just write the raid later and just submit it, because it was weird.
It definitely sounds weird.
But yeah, I did send her what she wanted, because regardless, for investigative reasons, I'll get reimbursements from the PD for that. But it is... I'd rather her at least get what she wanted, so she gave them up. They're in evidence. It was just fucking weird.
I mean... It's just straight up drug trafficking.
That's what I'm saying. I'll talk to Lucy later.
Like, she hits the rare other problem.
Which one?
Which is the one of somebody that could be subpoenaed into court. You. She sold you drugs in felonious quantity.
Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. Yeah. No, this is the most, like, telltale, just, like, obvious. I'm going to talk to MCU later. I want to make sure there's nothing else going on with Jessie that we're aware of before I do that. It was just fucking weird. So, I'll figure it out. I don't know Jessie all that well.
I gotta say, just fuck her. But,
yeah, that's everyone's reaction, because the PD's just all about jumping to the fucking gun. But it just there's something more to this, Elsing. I don't know what it is. It
mean,
was not right.
499.
I understand what you're getting at, but I don't think you're gonna get that information till you have her in an interrogation room.
I beg to differ.
And I don't think she is going to be the type to give up that information.
That's why I'm going to talk to MCU and go from there. But yeah, there's a reason I didn't arrest her right then and there. I've already got the PC to arrest her whenever the fuck I want. So I'm gonna talk to MCU, make sure there's nothing else going on with this, or if we want to build on this, and go from there. So,
All
right, I'll talk to you soon.
All right, talk to you later, Flo.
Bye bye. Yeah. I don't know, man. Listen, oh god, I have such strong opinions about roleplay. I gotta do my thing and have fun. There is a very obvious, like, something happened here that was really strange, and obviously police have enough PC to you know, arrest her, but this seems like more, something more felt like was there. So I don't know. One of those, just because you can doesn't mean you should. Well, it's like everyone's like up in arms, like, oh my god, you didn't, you know.
Dispatch 905 on a 1080 with a black and color stratum westbound.
You didn't
and
arrest
Apple
her.
Boulevard.
Well, no, because the
Going off
situation
the
was
Olympic
weird,
westbound.
and we now have the PC with 3 forms of
Westbound Olympic right lane
identification
travel.
that prove.
Far right off ramp to
Um,
Upper Laperton, going for a jump to Lower Laperta, northbound. U-turn heading eastbound offered towards Alta. They're going eastbound Adams Apple now.
227.
East. Seeing eastbound Adams Apple, left northbound Elgin.
Not everyone is into the deeper stories for roleplay. I am, and that's why I don't care to, you know.
Left stop on power. Stop on power. Left eastbound Adams Apple.
I don't know. I mean, time and time again, we've had cops buy like boost vehicles or buy VIN scratches to get them off the road. If it means that Flop was gonna buy the packages, then so be it. So I'm not even worried about the buying part. I'm just intrigued as to why it happened. And I'm not always about catching the, you know, the quote unquote W, because we have the W now. Now it doesn't matter. So we'll go from there.
Got fireworks in my face, and then there's some kind of helicopter in there.
Yeah, Affirm. Did you want to break off and deal with this
In fact,
together?
I'll do this. Actually,
yeah.
Let me see if Lucy can be around early.
Yeah, copy. Thank you, sir.
I'm just not all about the W. I feel like we should be building upon things, at least with MCU. And part of that build is that was not a typical drug deal.
523 is back.
What's MCU? The detective division. I'm curious though.
Hello.
Hey, Jesse. It's Flop.
Oh, hey, what's up? Yeah,
Why?
hey.
Why did you have those? And why did you give them to police?
What do you mean?
Why did you have them in the first place?
Found them
Where'd you find them?
in a trash can.
Jesse, you can understand why I'm a little confused and still kind of baffled as to what happened, right?
Right, because I fucked you over and I benefited from it.
You fucked me over.
Yeah.
How so?
Well, you know, it wasn't worth 5K.
Okay.
Yeah, we're pretty much getting on. Time.
Okay.
Yeah.
Is that it?
33747. We should probably head back into town.
What?
That's it?
What do you want me to say? Like,
The packages weren't worth $5,000.
right.
Why did you sell them to an officer?
It would make an easy sell. Most of you guys are corrupt.
Right. Corrupt. Is that what we're going with here, Miss Adler?
Right.
Okay. Well, I appreciate you handing them over to police.
Right, but you know what it is, right?
No? What is it?
Well, you put a warrant out, I'll kill you. Simple as that.
I didn't put a warrant out, Jesse.
Yeah, I know. But if you do, you're dead.
Right.
Are you mad that you got scammed? I'm confused why you're calling me.
You're confused why I'm calling you.
Right.
You just sold those packages to a cop at a police department, Jesse.
Yeah. And you brought them with money. How's that gonna look when I talk to Bass?
He's gonna be happy I did it.
Why?
Because you just admitted to DT, you dumbass.
What do you mean?
Goodbye, Jesse.
There aren't drugs.
She's gonna continuously call.
Plummet 276 911.
All right. A person is found guilty of which meets one or more of the following requirements. The suspect shows a pattern of drug possession. Proof of or evidence that the suspect manufactured, cultivated a controlled dangerous substance, or the suspect sold, transferred, or distributed a controlled dangerous substance to an individual who may be summoned or subpoenaed to appear in court. So in other words, the purchase of the drugs was enough grounds for DT. Holy shit.
I guess I can do it.
Hey, Flop. I'm waiting for
Hey.
the mission route.
All good. I appreciate you coming around. I'll see you in just a second.
Yep, no problem.
All right, bye-bye.
Bye.
Yeah, a lot.
Job. Thank you.
Hello.
Another slider.
Hey, supervisor.
What's going on?
One of the most interesting things I'm trying to figure out. You know Jesse Adler?
Yeah, I do.
Okay, I don't know her. So I was coming out of the PD, and she was standing next to this truck, and she goes, "Hey, how you doing?" I'm good. How are you? She said, "I'm good. I got something that you might be interested in, but I'm selling them."
Oh, okay.
I said, "Okay." So I want you to look at investigative report. The second recent one from me, Mission Road PD drug deal. I want you to look at what was in the back of that truck. Never mind, I didn't put the photos in yet.
Yep. The suspense is killing me.
Hold on, it was, I think, 7 suspicious packages. So she wanted $500 per. So I gave it to her. Because under the third prong for DT, a transaction has to occur, correct?
Technically, yeah.
Would that not be a transaction deal? Granted, I'll get reimbursed. She's like, I fucked you over because I got the better end of the deal. But the difference is that, in my mind, the transaction happened because I'm the witness to it. So,
It might be, as weird as it sounds, it might be argued as entrapment, even though she knew she was selling to a cop. I don't know. This is a weird one.
I don't know how to handle this because she showed up to the PD and it was really strange and weird. So I kind of held off on it. She knew she was selling them to a cop.
So
I was in uniform.
Okay,
and she
so
offered to sell them.
these are like the suspicious packages they hand off.
Yes.
When they're doing Oxy, right?
Yep. I'm gonna really quickly. I'll put the photo real quick in the.
Yeah, I'm looking at the photo of the evidence locker. I guess do we have any actual proof what's inside of these packages is drugs?
I don't know enough about drugs to know. It was so weird. I definitely think I have grounds for a raid regardless. She handed off. She was in possession of these to police.
I'm going to be honest. I have never been clear on what we actually know about these suspicious packages. You know, because like the labels say what's in them, and I checked all the labels on this one, and none of them say drugs. And we can't open them to prove that's drugs inside of them, you know?
Can we get a finer
I wonder
line?
if this is...
Because I don't know how to handle this. I wasn't trying to... I don't know. I don't know what to think about what just happened. And honestly, I didn't even take into account the idea of like an entrapment. But it's not like I was out of uniform when this happened. I was clearly in uniform.
Yeah.
And I was clearly there in the means of being an officer. And she sold them. She gave me a price. So I gave them to her as proof of a transaction. But I don't know how to feel about what happened. I'm like...
I'm looking back as far as I can look to see if anyone's made like a master report about suspicious packages and like their status. But this is one of those instances where, as far as I know, the only time we've ever charged people for drug charges when they have this kind of packages is if they also have drugs on them, like Oxy. So as far as I can tell, right, they hand off these packages, and for some reason, the locals clean their money and give them Oxy. Am I right? Like,
I think
I think that's how that works.
I don't work drugs
Because
enough.
like when we catch them, they have usually money that they're cleaning. They have a good amount of cash on them in hand, and they have bottles of Oxy, right?
Yeah.
And they hand off these packets. Well, I'm pointing at the trunk, but they're not in the trunk. You know, they hand off these packages to locals.
Yes.
And I, to be completely honest as well, there's some confusing stuff for Oxy for me and what I exactly know about it, considering I used to be the COO of Beta Life.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that company did not have strictly fully legal origins. There was some stuff going on with the trading around of illegal Oxy that was more or less found out when Oystein's warehouse was raided and they found a bunch of Oxy.
Yeah.
So it's a weird situation for me. I'm not sure. I personally think she was just trying to do something silly because she knows that these packages aren't technically drugs.
Yeah. Well, here's the... So, I tried to go off the third prong of DT. I didn't go into it with the intention. It's not like I called her and asked her to come down and like, me to buy them from her. She saw me leave the PD in uniform on a PD bike, called me over, offered to sell a marked... Hello? Offered to sell them to a clearly marked police officer, in which, I mean, it's so hard to take DT out of the picture. I mean, was this some kind of felony intent to distribute? Or, because...
But again, it's not drugs.
It's not drugs. The question is, do I just delete this and call it a day and just say that I just bought dildos from fucking Jesse?
I think you just bought dildos from Jesse, honestly.
It just seemed weird to me.
Okay, Barrack's over there. Hey, Barrack.
Yeah.
So, we have a weird question. I've never really dug into the suspicious packages, you know, the Oxy handoff packages. And I can't find like an old SCU report investigating what's actually inside of them, you know? So they're all wrapped up with like tape and shit, and you can't open them up, but they have labels purporting to say that they're full of dildos and e-cigarettes and whatever. I'm unclear on like why do they get
years of our life.
Yeah, why do people hand these packages to locals, and why do locals give them money, and the locals give them the drugs, as far as I'm aware. Like, the locals give them the Oxy.
I don't know.
I'm very confused as to the whole Oxy handoff situation, beyond the fact that we arrest people with Oxy and then I raid them. But Flop has an interesting situation.
I'll TLDR what just happened. I left the PD, just transitioned a motor. I'm in uniform, obviously. Jesse Adler calls me over. She's parked illegally on the side of Mission Row PD. Check the recent investigative report.
No.
She goes, hey, I got something here, and I want to sell it to you. So I'm like, okay. Can I look? She goes, yeah. So look in the back, and there's suspicious packages. So I'm like, okay, what's the deal with them? She's like, I want to sell them to you for $500 a piece. So I'm in uniform. I am going to her in the capacity on duty as an officer. She clearly knows and is aware of what she is doing, selling these packages to me. I give her the transaction as a means to, one, have her name in the transaction, which clearly is. I didn't care about the money. Because honestly, if this comes down to something, there's gonna be something bigger to come from it. 2, it was weird she was selling it to an officer. 3, she gave them over, including the vehicle. And then she gave me her ID to prove it was her. So, I don't have a fucking clue what to think.
Okay, so this right here, what I'm holding, I'm going to refer to as Schrodinger's box of dildos. It is both simultaneously full of dildos and not full of dildos until we open it and find out if, in fact, it is full of dildos. But it is Schrodinger's dildo box.
Did you buy that from someone outside? I bought something like that from someone outside.
Was it a female with a gray pickup truck that looked like that?
Yeah.
You're just trying to cover up your drug
labeled
addiction.
like anime and some underwear.
If I was covering it up, I promise you this wouldn't have made it into an investigative report. What did she say to you?
She told me she was selling a bunch of boxes full of random assortments of items from e-cigs to like anime. So I bought the anime and underwear one for my boy Nico. He likes anime.
I'm gonna be honest, Flop, I think given the nebulous nature of these boxes, this might be nothing, buddy.
I mean, that's fine. I'm just, regardless, I was gonna get them off the street, number one. Number two, there would be grounds for a reimbursement for this regardless, because I bought them with the intent of investigative purpose, because it was weird that she was selling them to a cop at the PD.
Tell you what, I do have an idea.
Okay.
I do have an idea, right? This is one of those crimes that I think most general criminals wouldn't really care about snitching on, like the details of how it works. I might try to just find somebody to like walk me through it.
Yeah, I mean, fuck it.
Well, I can tell you, there's a guy on the bridge underneath Vespucci.
Is this a box?
Yeah, I know about that part of it, right?
This is what she sold me.
I've never done the handoffs myself.
I'll take the box.
So I kind of just want to know, like, step by step, what they know about it. I guess.
Oh, you got
it
hentai
definitely
movies.
seems, so
Nice.
the drugs come in a weird way because they pick up these boxes from the shady guy under the bridge. They hand off these boxes and then they just get money, clean money, and get drugs. Why are the locals so the locals are technically the drug dealers. They're paying for their dildos with drugs.
But I do know that we arrest people with suspicious packages too.
This is correct.
So it's like
But those suspicious packages are like, you know.
If it's got weed in it, then it's got weed in it.
They're also really
But
old.
like these
too.
are all taped. These are all really taped up and shit.
Yeah.
Can't get them open.
They're really fucking old. So it's like I don't.
They're like stuff that you order on Wish.com. You can never get it open. It's just surrounded by tape.
That's true. Very true.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know what to do with this. I'm baffled. People, I asked on radio and everyone's like, why didn't you hit her for DT? What the fuck are you doing? And I was like, there's more to this. There's something here that is not fucking adding.
If they were weed boxes, yeah, DT, right?
Yeah.
But if she didn't have any actual drugs on her, I don't think we can.
She's
do
calling me.
anything
Hold
here.
on. Let's
It's
see.
just it's a weird crime that I've never understood. Is the oxy?
Hi, Jesse.
Hey, if you give me drug trafficking, I'll kill your whole department. I'll kill your whole family. I'll kill you thousands of times in different lives, in different areas, everywhere.
As far as I'm
Different
aware,
universes.
we always
I don't give a
charge these
fuck.
boxes as contraband.
I don't give a fuck.
Wait. No, the phone cut out. Did you say that you're gonna kill me, the entire department, my family, if I give
seize
you
the
DT?
boxes, but you never charge for the boxes. You just do drug sales.
Yeah,
because of the oxy?
motherfucker. Prove it in court. Because I swear to God, I got a case against you. All right?
You got a case against me.
You purchased that with your own money. You're a customer. Dumbass.
I'm not a customer.
Charge them for contraband.
I don't think you realize how this works, Jesse. I would normally not say this to someone. I encourage you speak to a member of command, and they're gonna laugh at you for this. I'm most likely not gonna push anything on you. I'm gonna be honest.
Okay, all right.
But I'm gonna tell you now.
It is funny, right? So that's all.
It is kind of interesting. I'm not gonna lie.
Okay, all right. And you know, I will laugh at you when you're on the ground bleeding out. Fine.
Thank you. Bye-bye.
Down the road, and I might just kind of dig into the legal status on this and ask.
Yeah, I
ask
don't really
some hard
have
questions.
clear
We may need to ask hard questions.
answer for it, to be honest.
I don't know how to feel about what just happened.
I'm willing to dig into this for you, Flop, and figure out the legal status of these boxes and what we can maybe do to improve the situation.
Can I ask you a question? Genuinely, out of everything I did I do anything wrong in this? Because I feel like I'm like
no, you just bought dildos from Jesse Adler.
Okay.
For the most part.
That's what I'm getting at.
You decided to make a personal purchase of dildos from Jesse Adler.
I mean, regardless. I mean, listen. I have, and I know other people, at least in SRU, prior SRU, have purchased like VIN scratches and stuff from criminals to get them off the street. So when I saw this, I'm like, "What did you want again?" She goes, "I'm selling them for $500 a piece." I said, "Okay." So I gave her the money. I didn't give a fuck about that. I was baffled walking away. Right? I should say driving away in my new rental truck because I didn't know what the fuck to do. I'm like, okay, well, as far as I know, if this comes back on her, at least it'll be grounds for either a DT or it would be grounds for even a raid if there's concern to be raised from above. But as of right now, I think you're
you
right.
documented it, and the fact that she has those boxes, I could probably articulate that, you know, she regularly has delivery lists and more of these boxes and Oxy and dirty money, right? Like, because we've arrested people every time with these boxes, they have those things. I don't think it would be difficult for me to articulate that she's probably involved with that. It's just we don't have any like actual hard evidence of a crime occurring.
I'm gonna keep record of this, right? That this happened, but I don't know how else I should have handled that other than to just arrest her on the spot, which I did not feel like was. I'll say this much.
I am fairly certain that the status of these boxes is that they are contraband. So we count up how many of them they have on them, and it's either third or whatever contraband.
Okay, if you
I think that's the status that PD has been operating on with them. I mean, at least that's how I was trained. But
if you
then
can give
again,
me a straight
Davenport
answer,
also made me give people's laptops back, and I know I
Yeah.
don't actually have to do that now.
Yeah. If you can get me some kind of a straight answer with that, that would be appreciated. Regardless, I have all the PC to point to her at this point. So I'm not concerned if this falls back on her. It's just it happened, and I am confused beyond fucking belief as to what happened.
Yeah, I'll dig into it a little bit. I'll
Okay.
talk to some people. All right, thanks, Barrick. Sorry for wasting your time with dildo talk.
No, you're good. I just don't really have a straight answer for you.
Yeah.
you're
Well,
fine.
Barrick, I have to talk to you still anyway.
Okay.
Hold on. I'm gonna put.
How's it going, Toad?
Hold on.
Oh, you know, just giving Flop some anime and some underwear.
Thank you. I appreciate the hentai.
Hentai? I was told it was anime.
Oh, Jesus. Hey, Barrick. Hey, Sergeant.
What's up, man?
Got an interesting one for you.
Okay.
What the fuck was his name? Happy Rascal.
Are you talking about the fraud thing?
Yeah, I'm assuming you're aware of it or someone emailed you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Can I ask who emailed you?
Oxlung.
Okay. I figured much so. Okay. Yeah. I had contacted Tessa to let her know that we did that because that's my command, but then I forgot Pike's PBSO, so wanted to make sure someone knew about it. I had spoken to Ripley for like 10 minutes about it, and I said, in most grounds, I would go to a command member about this. I said, but we have the guy in custody. We don't have any command around. I need second opinion. So I went to a supervisor from MCU to do a once over, who gave an outside opinion. And then Ripley and I had a long discussion, and he said, yeah, I think our talk here is good enough. He said, if it falls back on anyone, it's okay. He said, respectfully, I think that this needed to happen. This is a horrible warrant. Not to mention the fact that this would come up in civil court. I don't think fraud's the right charge. I think civil court over a civil matter over illegally parked cars makes the most sense, as that is the way that I've done in the past. So I don't know.
Yeah.
But anyway, what's up?
Not much. I just thought the same as as he was saying, as he had emailed me, and how you're saying now. Like it's just, I don't know. It's pretty much just hearsay. I mean, there's no way to prove that he was like the one requesting.
I had said that the burden of proof falls on the evidence for the PD to prove that fraud occurred, and we didn't have a photo of the way that they were parked. If they were actually parked, we had photos of him like ramming the car to, look illegally parked or some shit. Yes, but just records of them being impounded is not enough. So, welcome to the busy shift. Happy 4th.
Yeah, I hate this holiday.
Yeah. I'm waiting for the firework to hit my power line at the beach house. I don't know. I'm on motor for a little bit. If you want to ride in a little bit, give me a shot though, right?
Gotcha.
All right.
Sounds good.
I'll see you out there, brother. Yeah, I'm gonna be honest. There's a reason I've never done drugs in RP. I don't care about them necessarily, but I'm now in a situation that I figured I would never be in, and that is I have not a fucking clue how to handle that specifically. You know what I'm saying? That's a hard one for me to like try and figure out. What's up, J-Star? How are you? Is it because they're old? We can't open them. I've tried opening them. Also, I'm pretty sure, I mean, granted, correct me if I'm wrong, I'm pretty fucking sure you can't open suspicious packages. And even if you can, I can't open those. So it's like, what do we do in that situation? They're impossible to open. They're so hard to open. That call from was a little unhinged. I mean, everyone's saying that Adler is very like, very interestingly put, a kind of I don't know. Actually, I don't know. It's weird. Oh, fuck's sake. God damn it.
All right, so just to reiterate the obvious, looks like we've got 5 units patrolling that are currently on duty and actually responding to stuff. So just be mindful, listen to the radio, respond to backup requests, and don't do something if somebody else is already doing something. We can't handle two things at the same time with this many units.
How'd she find out, though? What do you mean? I think you guys are looking into it too far, if I'm being honest. Copy that. Let me re-add that photo. There we go. Motherfucker. There we go. There we go. We like rabbit holes, but I don't think this has anything to do with a mole. The question right now is, and I think Lucy's right about this, we have to ask the hard questions, because I never knew the line on suspicious packages. I never knew how to actually like help out with that shit. Drugs were never my wheelhouse. I was always drugs always felt very like, there was this weird line with drugs I could never understand. And every time I tried to like get ground to understand them, it just seemed weird. I don't know.
Llama 276 Fun House.